welcome inside the Red Earth Production Studios for another edition of YBMcast. We appreciate you joining with us, and if you're enjoying what we're doing, please hit the subscribe button and also hit that dinger, because that's what we do around here. We hit dingers. So that will get your notifications for all upcoming episodes of YBMcast throughout the week, throughout the month, wherever you're at. It'll get to you. So we appreciate that. YBMcast, as always, powered by Game 7 Baseball. If you're looking for a great tournament, great weekend, game7baseball.com. Get your team registered. Lots of stuff going on. Got some great venues coming up. You got Cinco de Mayo, Mother's Day, World Series, always great. World Series, great weekend, going to be fun. You can also got the World Series down in Tennessee if you're looking to jump into two of them. Great stuff. Game7baseball.com. Give Dave and Dave a call. They'll get you taken care of, man. Great stuff there. Let's start off with today. I want to do our social shout-outs. We have some good stuff. Appreciate all the folks with the social posts, man. It's great stuff. Michael Ott, LPA, also recruits baseball. Way to go, Hayden. Young 14U player in his first major showcase, and he did not disappoint. Great stuff there. The perfect game right there. He had the pitching event top performers right at the top. Now, I personally don't know how game or perfect game scores. Do you, Justin? No, but he has the highest score at 134. Recruits Legacy. There's Premier Baseball. And Aiden Hyde of Recruits Legacy, and you got Gavin Richards, who's already committed to Oklahoma verbally. You got Riker Benz, who these are two top dudes in the state, and so congrats. You had Sylvester Turnier, Leo Humbert, couple Premier. Congrats to Aiden Hyde. Big shout out there. We got 309 Elite up there in Illinois. They've been following us. We appreciate you guys following Youth Baseball Midwest, YBMcast this past weekend. On to Kansas City in the morning, taking on top teams out of Kansas City, Missouri pool play, 10 states represented. I think they just won the Morton. They were going over to that 3-2 tournament over there. We're going to talk about that here in just a moment, okay? Shout out to 309 Elite Baseball. Good group of folks there. You got one here, Billy Mayhall, his boy, Kyle Mayhall, hit his first home run over the fence and game MVP. Proud dad moment. Sorry I messed up the video, but a huge shout out. Hey, that happens. Dads get excited. Love the pick here with Kyle. Big ups. Congratulations on your first over the fence home run there, Kyle. Last one here on our Facebook stuff. Got some more coming, but this is on Facebook. Jeff Sauer. What a great weekend for the boys. Had a great time coaching these kids all weekend. They came through with another championship. Congrats to the fellas on another championship. Love these picks there with Coach Sauer and his group. They've been around a little while, and they're doing well. Congrats to you guys for a great weekend of baseball. Big shout out. Thanks, Jeff. Guys, our first Instagram piece is from Phenom Baseball, Central Missouri Phenom out there in Central Missouri. You know, Justin, we got to get over there, do a winter workout tour with Central Phenom. They follow us. We follow them. Central Missouri Phenom, great job over there in the Midwest there. But we're going to do this social shout out here. Phenom Baseball, Jonah Wall, with a solo home run and a 2 RBI double today at the Blair Oaks Freshman Tournament. Man, that's impressive right there. That's big ups. They won the championship 7-0 against Jefferson City Jays. Nice work, Jonah. Congrats. Big shout out to Jonah there for a big one, a big game there. Here, we're going to go right next to JJ Zeros, Midwest Mavs. Another solid weekend of baseball for the dudes. They went 5-1, or we went 5-1 on the weekend against 20 of the toughest major level teams across the United States in the three. We're going to talk about that 3-2 Evolution series. That was really good. There was a lot of good baseball there, and they did finish second. Big shout out to the Midwest Mavs, JJ Zeros. Big ups, guys. Midwest Futures, 13U Futures. Bartels bring home second this weekend on a hard-fought championship Sunday. Big ups to you guys. Congrats to the Midwest Futures. Shout out to those guys. Coach Bartles, great job, guys. 8U Midwest Mavs, right here. Big shout out. Championship right there. Congrats to the 8U Mavs. I mean, the Mavs, that's a good program down there. I really like those. Shout out to the 8U guys. Love the picks on the little guys, man. I think it's great. We got last one here. Big shout out to PBR Missouri. Kevin Mulder got some small school rankings. We're going to be talking about some small schools coming up this Thursday. I love that he popped that up there. We're going to give you a little preview. Springfield Catholic, tough. Blair Oaks, tough. We just got done talking with Coach New Allen yesterday on the show. Going to be out at St. Charles West High School game today as well. Talking about Class 4. I mean, I think Springfield Catholic, I believe, is Class 3, but Blair Oaks is, no, they're both Class 4. They are good programs. Kennett, St. Pius, Westminster, Aurora, Southern Boone. I think that's where that Central Phenom team, Southern Boone, that was at SB. I think that's where he plays. Southern Boone, Hollister, Valley Catholic, Saxony Lutheran. Listen, those small schools, man, you can't sleep on those schools. I think it was, we saw, Justin and I were looking at some of the scores from Blair Oaks. I think Blair Oaks, we saw beat CBC, right? Yeah, Christian Brothers College High School beat them. So, I'm telling you guys, it's there's some good baseball out there at all levels. So let's move over to some tournament updates, and I think this is a great one. That 3-2 Evolution tournament, starting at the 10U level. You're looking at some Missouri teams going over there. I want to give a big shout out to Coach Kenning and his 10U Missouri Gators for getting into the semifinals of this. This is all major teams. It's just major teams, okay? You had the Casey Hammers, Millard United is out of Iowa, I believe it is, right, Justin? I think they're at Millard United. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Iowa. You had a lot of Kansas teams, Quad City Heat, KC Smoke, KC Hammers, KC Crush, Prime Baseball Black. I believe Prime Baseball is out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, if I'm not mistaken. And I am not mistaken. I am correct on that. So there you go. But the 10U Missouri Gators, Coach Kenning's team, a semifinal finish there at that major-only squad. Big shout out to you guys. That's great stuff. Then on the 11U level, I think there was some. No, I messed that up. I don't think so. No, I think we're going to the 12U. That's what it was. My bad, guys. My bad. That's where we run into our, you have, of course, again, the KC Hammers and Midwest Mavericks finishing second in this, second in this tournament. 20 teams, and this was some serious talent, some serious baseball, prime out of Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas, Nebraska. I mean, there was some really good teams in this. So I think when you're looking at this, and we're starting talking rankings, and you look at the 12U rankings here in Missouri that we're going to be talking about, I'm looking at the Midwest Mavs. Yeah, they beat the KC Hammers in this one 10-4 to get to the championship game. I mean, it could go back and forth, I'm sure, but you're talking about in Missouri, that 12U Midwest Mavs team, man, they're really good. They're really good. So if you're talking rankings there, and then we can, because then we get into the travel baseball rankings, right? and I think they have them at number 1. No, they didn't at 12U. I don't think they did. We're going to look at this real quick, guys, because I think it's very interesting as we're getting into the rankings here in the state, and we're talking about some of these teams as far as where they're going, where they're playing, who they're playing against. And you look at the 12U. This is travel baseball rankings. They got the Missouri Gators. Coach Sauer's team ranked 1, and the Springfield, which is Midwest Mavs, number 4, Missouri Sticks. Coach Mark Gerard, they got them number 2, and Coach Rawlings Tigers. So if you look at the 12U rankings for the top on the TBR side, we're talking right here in this 3 in the St. Louis area, and 2 of them, the top 5, the next 2, Midwest Mavs and 417 Tribe down in the Springfield area. And I'll tell you honestly, I'd love to see, Justin, that Midwest Mavs team against Coach Sauer's team. I really would. I'd like to see him against Gerard's team. I think Gerard has a really good squad. Mark Gerard there, that'd be some really good baseball. Really good baseball. So big shout out to the Midwest Mavs there on that big win. Now we got the 13U. I believe there was a couple of teams here that we're looking at. Competitive edge, you had KC Prime. Most of it was Kansas City teams at this age here that were out there playing in as far as from Missouri. So that to me, so most of that stuff on that 13U side, major is on the Missouri side, or on the Kansas City side of Missouri. We'll put it that way. Sorry about that. So then we go to the 14U, and then that's where it got really interesting. There was some really good 14U squads there. The St. Louis Dynamite Black was over there playing. You had the St. Louis Naturals. I believe that was Coach, let me see. Yeah, out of Fenton. I believe that was Veneta. Yeah, I think it's Coach Veneta. That's right. Coach Veneta's team is playing there. They didn't get to the semifinals, lost out to the Slammers Black. The St. Louis Naturals did. And in the quarters, the St. Louis Dynamite got beat by the Capital City Bombers, who won the tournament. So there you go. I mean, they lost to the guys that won the tournament, so you gotta tip your hat there. But I'm telling you guys, that was a really good tournament, a good show of major teams, really good teams there. And when you're looking at again the travel baseball rankings at the 14U, of course, the Black is at the top. The Rawlings Tigers, KC Prodigy, Bros Astros, the Bros Brothers, that's down there, I think, in southern Missouri as well. Coach Veneta, they got them at number 8 there, and they were up in that playing very well. So some really good baseball. Congrats. And we're kind of following along the rankings and looking at some of these teams, and we're starting to really kind of find our way as to what we're seeing around the area. Who's playing who? When you're talking about Missouri rankings, I'd love to see some of these teams play each other and see, maybe you get that 14U that comes out, that Missouri elite side that brings everybody together. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? It would be, wouldn't it, Justin? Yeah. He's shaking his head yes, folks. Hey, let's talk about some Game 7 baseball here, guys. At the, and then we talk about their rankings, and they've got some guys, they got some teams playing here at 13U. The St. Louis Naturals been playing a lot. Michael Friedman, AAA squad there. They are 8-0 in Game 7 baseball play, putting in some work, man, putting in some work. Rawlings Tigers Black, 2026 out of Wildwood. They're 4-0. Coach Ben Thornton, his Bandits, Midland Bandits, 3-2. St. Louis Forest, 2-1. kind of top of the litter there. You got the Crusaders out of Marshfield, Missouri at 4-1, and the Wolves out of Liberty, Missouri at 2-1. So Kickapoo baseball down there for kind of rounding out the top 10 at the AAA level at 13U. And then you got 14U AAA. You got the St. John River Dogs leading the pack there in points. 6-4, doing a good job. Midwest Mavericks White. Bandits, Coach Sereno's team 3-3. I think they're playing some league as well. So Midwest Futures, Rawlings Tigers rounding out the top 10 there. We got some events that we didn't get to play this last weekend, so there's not really a lot to talk about that way, which is a bummer because the rain kind of is, hurt our feelings again. That's kind of the way that's been. It's spring in Missouri, guys. That's just kind of the way that goes, right? It's true. It's spring in Missouri. So it kind of is what it is, but we'll get through it. We'll get some baseball in, right? We'll get some baseball. So we got coming up, the Cinco de Mayo. It's going to be some good teams in that coming up. Everything is sold out. 12U major category. You got the Apaches, AAA major right there. Rawlings Tigers, Rilo, who was just out playing. You got Coach Schwartz bringing his 12U Naturals into this one here. That's going to be a fun bracket. Then you got the 14U AAA Major. You got 14 teams in this one coming out to play. Bandits, you got the Building Champions Olson's group out of Raymore, Missouri over there. You got the Illinois Gators coming over the river. Midwest Futures are in this. You got the Prospects 14U St. Louis. You got Coach Vanetta bringing his 14U Naturals in, who had just finished over in that major tournament in Kansas City. You got two good St. Louis Naturals team. Coach Eichhorn bringing his team in as well. So that 14U group right here over Cinco de Mayo, I'm looking forward to seeing that one. There's going to be a lot of good baseball in that bracket at the Cinco de Mayo tournament there. You got Coach Dunn, 10U major, AAA major. You got Coach Dunn and his Missouri Gators and Coach Levy. St. Louis Naturals, Coach Manning bringing his team in there, and the St. Louis Force, Sal McGee bringing his group in. So some good stuff there, guys. It's going to be a fun tournament with the Cinco de Mayo, as usual. You got 41 teams down in Branson, too, for Cinco de Mayo. 9U that's all sold out. You got teams from Arkansas. You got the Midwest Mavs down there, Missouri Gators, NWA Patriots. Looks like St. Louis Naturals going down there. Some good stuff down in Branson for Cinco de Mayo. 11U, all over the place from Kansas City, from Tulsa, Jackson. A lot of great stuff down there. That looks like fun. Same thing in the 12U, Wichita. Got a team coming over from Wichita, Kansas. Midwest Futures going down from Wildwood. Got Rogers, Arkansas coming up. Benton, Arkansas coming up there. Poplar Bluff. Looks like a really good 12U division there. And 13U, same thing. Lawrence, Kansas. Eureka Mo. Jackson Mo. Springdale, Arkansas. The Yardbirds. That reminds me of the 060s group, the Yardbirds. I couldn't help it, man. It's what popped in my head. Oh, well. So, good stuff coming up with Game 7 baseball. Great tournament this weekend. Look, league out there. We're going to try and get out to the league tomorrow afternoon and see what's going on out there. Hopefully, we'll get maybe a Facebook Live up and talk to the fellas, Dave and Dave. Hey, everybody, hope you enjoyed the show here. We've got some great stuff coming up Thursday with our YBMcast with Matt and Brian, with Kevin Mulder talking high school baseball. Don't miss it. Tune in. Stay tuned. We appreciate you guys watching. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that dinger. Get your notifications for upcoming episodes of YBMcast. All you pitchers, keep throwing strikes. All you hitters, hit them where they ain't. It's good advice. Everybody have a great day in the Lord, and we'll see you next time.